But it is. It's her. I've never been more comfortable saying her to a transsexual.
I don't know what the proper terminology is or the medical stuff. I don't know.
Transgender, I think it is now.
And they got to be patient with us as we try to figure it out.
Yes.
It's new territory.
Why do we have to be chastised when we don't know that yesterday the word changed?
Yeah.
Tranny was always kind of a... well, I don't think it was derogatory. It was kind of fun to say.
Yeah.
Hey, I saw a tranny last night. We were, in my bedroom.
Exactly. I paid a tranny. And they're like, yeah, but you're just using them as sexual objects. It's like, yeah, but I treat everybody that way.
Yeah.
It's not just tranny. What do you think? I look at girls as neuroscientists?
Yeah, it's always, who's the chick you were with? Chick. You think they like that?
No.
It's like saying tranny or something. But now there's so many rules on everybody that we can't call this one that or the transgender.
I think transgender is the appropriate. But Bailey was telling me, like, it's always the young people. It's always like the 19. It's not the RuPaul's who's fucking 40 years old and has been around for years
Old
and
queen.
Yeah, but calls himself a tranny and he doesn't give a fuck. It's all these 19 and 18 and 17-year-old bloggers who just want to get something done, and they're the ones that hashtag. And I'm gonna make a movement. I'm starting a movement. And they always want these different names. It's like, all right, male, female, is transgender a different? I don't know, all right, but then they're like, well, no, I'm gender queer, and like I don't know what that even fucking. I'm a pervert, and I don't know what that. I don't know.
I'm a pervert,
and I don't know what that means.
Yes,
it means something like you don't conform to any gender. Or it's just. Sometimes there are people who are looking for identities, and they get mad when other people don't recognize their new assumed identity.
Yeah, but why be why have such a lack of understanding?
Well, she told me that there's some now that use this thing. They don't use him and her. They use Zim and Zer. It's like, what are you doing? Really?
That's Zucks. That's just awful.
Oh, wait. Oh, man, fucking, that's a terrible idea.
That's fucking good.
I know. Piece of garbage.
Piece of garbage.
It's a big pool.
Yeah, it is. You could go for swimming later. It's a little warm, but... I
know how to good swimmer. I tried to swim once. I was drowning.
Really? What happened?
I don't know. Lamar kept dunking me under the water.
He was just probably trying to hold himself up. He was a life preserver.
Lamar was not a good swimmer at all.
Not a strong swimmer, was he?
No, he wasn't. He would always go in the little end and just splash about. My mother had to pull him out. And she gave him mouth-to-mouth one time. But it was weird because her mouth wasn't over. They were laying like with their butts over each other's mouths.
Oh, wow. That's a different type of mouth-to-mouth.
Fuck yeah.
Resuscitation.
That's what she said. Get out of here, Chipper. We're saving each other's lives.
Did it work out okay?
They both seemed fine to me. Lamar's hips was going up and down.
Of course.
Rather rapidly.
They left some suntan lotion on her face.
Yeah, those people really do move their hips rapidly.
Hey, I want to welcome a brand new sponsor to the show. How about that? That's pretty cool. Hey, everybody. Summer might be over, but you want to book a trip?
Summer's not over.
No, Edgar. This is a new sponsor, Edgar.
Welcome.
I don't need you to be poking me. People, you want to you use the internet?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
Edgar, I just want to do this.
I don't want to fuck with the money. I'll be quiet. It's a character, no sponsors. It doesn't.
It's a character, like Mr.
It doesn't mean anything.
Oh, summer might be over, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't book a trip and get away from the everyday. Most people do the logical thing. You go on the internet, right? We all do that. You use one of the travel sites like Orbitz or Priceline, Bingo, and you're all set. That's fine. It's fine if that's what you want to do. Nothing wrong with the no-frills vacation, but if you want something more, something that makes your vacation stand out, then consider talking with our newest sponsor, KVS Travel. KVS Travel. KVS, full-service travel agency specializing in personal concierge-style service with no fees. How do they do that? It's a miracle. What is concierge-style service? The ultimate and personal service tailored to your specific travel needs and wants. Every little detail, every tiny little detail taken care of so you get the most out of your vacation. Whether it's a cruise, Disney resort, Hawaii, sandals, beaches, luxury, all-inclusive resorts, or most any vacation destination, KVS will qualify your needs and walk you through every step of your booking. Nothing is left to chance, and all you need to do is show up and relax. Isn't that nice? You know, you get online sometimes, you're like, and then there's that weird window of opportunity where you're booking your flight and your hotel, and you're like, well, the hotel's not available. Oh, the flight, I already booked it. I got 10 minutes. Oh, no, now I got to go back on the flight service. Why deal with that? Yes, when you book with KVS Travel, you will always receive the personal attention and cell phone number of your personal travel concierge. You can bug this person all you want.
You ask them about things that have nothing to do with the trip, just call.
Now, that would be fun to do.
Yeah, my wife is pretending she has a headache. What do you think?
What do you think, KVS Travel? My pipes are leaking in my basement. Just send over a plumber. The KVS Personal Concierge Program makes it possible to travel like a star without having to be one. Travel like a star with all your nude pictures being released. Try KVS Travel for your next vacation. You're going to have a great experience that their other customers have been raving about, and can even earn money by referring your friends. Wow. Sounds like some kind of a drug front. I'm kidding, of course. It's KVS Travel. By phone, it's 610-462-3232. Or just go to kvstravel.com. Or you can email them, info@kvstravel.com. That's 610-463-3232, kvstravel.com, or email info@kvstravel.com. I hope the rat downstairs was putting all the appropriate graphics around here. There's graphics flying all over the place.
No, there's not.
Oh, Edgar, well, I do appreciate you not poking me during that read, Edgar. Maybe during the sprinkler read later.
Sprinkler? What's that for?
Sprinklers. You know, you get in-the-ground sprinklers. You have in-the-ground sprinklers, or the one that goes like this all day? You probably jumped through it as a kid.
Yeah, I would frolic in it.
You'd frolic in the sprinklers.
Yeah, my mother and Lamar would be sitting on the porch smoking cools, and I'd be jumping, frolicking through the... No, I would play with the fire hydrant with some of the other kids. We'd be at Lamar's house.
Oh, this is nice. This is a nice feature about doing it out here.
Yeah, once in a while you have a little bit of background noise. It's all right.
Oh, Radar O'Reilly's up on the hill.
Yeah. The plane carrying Major Henry Blake was shot down, and so were my fucking deformed little fingers. I really wished his rotten hand.
Yes, we got bamboozled, I guess.
Yes.
A little bamboozled by the Radar O'Reilly guy that was on Twitter.
Gary Berghoff.
Gary Berghoff. Yeah, and you'd think we would know by now.
Didn't you think that was...
I thought it was really him for a little while.
Yeah.
And then he started tweeting outrageous things about Hawkeye and Larry Linville.
Well, he did one thing that made me go, okay. He said he met me years ago at Tough Crowd, and he mentioned that Quentin Heggs was the warm-up guy. And I'm like, there's no way Gary Berghoff was there. I would have known it.
Known.
And B, that he mentioned Quentin by name, and it was like, that was just to me a comedian thing.
Uh-huh.
I still swear, and he denies it, but I still think it's Patton Oswalt, even though he has sworn up and down that it's not him. Yes, and he's a truthful guy, but he has sworn it's not him.
That would be really funny.
But that to me, because Patton's the one who kind of brought him to my attention, and Patton's funny enough Patton's subtle enough to do it that way.
He's good for doing those Twitter scams.
I'm over the top fucking, hammer it into your face guy. Patton's kind of smooth enough to do it where you get it or you don't get it.
He's never fessed to it, though.
No, not even personally. Yeah. I think I pulled him aside and I'm like, look, Patton, I swear. He goes, no, dude, it's really not me.
There's another guy out there, a Randy Quaid guy. And
I can think of one day I wish there was a fake Anthony Cumia on Twitter.
Boy, that would have been handy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's good. It was hacked by who? David Duke hacked my account.
David Duke. But apparently I didn't get fired for the racist thing. It was for the violent undertones of my tweets. They were very violent that day, apparently.
Well, I never give up hope.
Really?
I've always given up hope on everything. But I'm just saying that, I still have hope that the boys will be back together.
I think it went right to the upstairs. I think it went right to the big guy upstairs. And I know that Scott did not come to my support, was not backing me up. So, but I think the big guy got the news, and just it's one of those situations where they're like, "Oh, what is that show? What? Oh, it's a channel. Can we just put fucking music from 1967 on there or something?"
Right.
So they don't know.
Well, they went to them. They were having a meeting, and they said to them, Anthony's a stand-up guy, and he went, "Why take a chance?"
I take a chance. Yeah.
Yeah, you come out of a diner after having a nice tea with your two friends.
So with your two buddies, and then they just fucking put one in the back of your head.
Boy, Colin Quinn, the greatest photo ever is that fucking dumbbell reaching for that. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, and it's just so funny to watch all the places that they've put that.
That Photoshop is run wild. One of my favorites is the one, the Wrigley Field one.
The best one with the hat
That's
on.
a good one. Yeah, he's got the hat on and he's reaching for the ball.
Did he stain your rug?
No, actually, most of it was on the table. A few ice cubes went off the edge. He was very concerned that he was going to stain my rug, and how, as he put it, Italians get very mad when you stain their cream-colored rug
Yeah.
that they always seem to have in their house.
Yeah.
So he, being the Mick that he is,
Yeah.
he knows about Italians. He knows about a lot of things. Long Island. I think we mentioned 100 towns in Long Island during our conversation.
Well, he knows about everything except how not to spill his drink with his fucking spider leg fingers. Colin has little spindly spider leg fingers.
I watched that so many times, and what he did, he went to grab it and he squeezed it. Like he didn't get enough around
did he?
the glass, so it squeezed and went like this. And it was, and his face, now it's everywhere. The Last Supper. I like the Jack Ruby where he's Jack Ruby and Oswald is disgusted and pained that he's spilling his drink.
And there couldn't have been more Diet Coke in it.
Yes, I think it was full to the tippity top.
It literally couldn't have done more damage if that dummy had spilled this pool on your fucking table and rug. That was a full-ass glass of Diet Coke. I was
Yes.
so happy that happened.